Hello YouTubers. So what we have today is another frankenpack project. Now, in previous videos I mentioned how this Eagle Industries yoke wasn't basically compatible with the 1606 frame from down east, which is this one right here, which I've used on my large Alice pack. And basically, it was bugging me for a long time because I wanted to kind of have that difference in color for my Alice pack. I kind of wanted to have this this yoke system, so as to just break up the pattern a little bit, and they're far more padded as well compared to the designated Alice pack shoulder pads, also from Eagle Industries. These work perfectly fine. If there's only one complaint, there could have been maybe a touch bit more padding, but they do an amazing job, so they're all right. But this one right here is considerably thicker, and obviously in that case more comfortable. But it was bugging me for a long time that it wasn't compatible with this frame right here, which it was advertised to be. And so for a while I basically felt the need to revisit this this yoke and do a few little mods to it. If this thing decides to focus, there we go. Like, for example, this used to have tabs, just some tabs that would fit through, obviously, some of the eyelets, of a frame. But it wasn't ideal for an Alice frame, which I tried running this on for some time, and it was doing okay. But to be fair, on an Alice frame, it was putting a lot of pressure on this center rod, or the center bar, I would say. And obviously, as we all know, the rivets do tend to pop. Matter of fact, this is one Alice pack frame that I have that I had to repair. I managed to buy an Alice pack and kind of talk down the price because it had a damaged frame. But I don't mind these kind of things. In fact, I quite like them. I quite like repairing them. Obviously, as you know, it's a bit of a thing of mine. But yeah, going back to the yoke. So I was trying to figure out what to do about it, and first thing I did was unstitch the ends and then have them stitched back on in this fashion. Just nice loops so I can strap them through the Alice pack system, or even through the Molle system. But the whole point is, basically, this yoke, I kept going back to this yoke, and initially I would attach it on here and through the center bar here, which would make the whole system run way too low. And obviously, my hips is just like, or the hip pad, it was just far too high. But for some reason, it didn't occur to me, earlier to kind of move it up, just because it wasn't perfectly aligned with the strapping. But to be fair, as you can see, there's just a tad bit of crunching here and there, which I'm not a big fan of. Same thing was happening on my Alice frame, which is why I wasn't too keen on it. But other than that, the position of the yoke in respect to the frame is actually for probably just 3 centimeters higher than what it should be. you know. But to be fair, I don't know, probably just one of these slits. You know, it could be just a bit more down here, you know what I mean, with this ending down here. But other than that, I tried it on, and I'm 5'11", or, you know, 1 meter 80, and this fits me like a glove. You know, there's no problem. This rides right on my hips, and yeah, the shoulder straps fit nicely where they should. So finally, all I can say is I found the actual frame that's good for this. That's good for this yoke, which is the Molle 2 frame. Now, other than that, the other spare parts that I kind of decided to combine to this project were the Multicam waist belt, which I purchased just to kind of get something close to this kind of tan or sand color. But I guess you know, the tan on the straps and the webbing and just the ends, as well as the actual hip pad itself, you know, they do a decent enough job at, you know, complementing each other nicely. But on the back, what we have is a Molle 2 pack as well, which so far, you know, I only altered to get the snow collar out. As you can see, let me undo this. I'm just storing a bunch of pouches in there and random stuff. But as you can see, this pack kind of rides really high on the frame, and obviously, as per, you know, the standard configuration would go, you would have it, you would have the sleep system carrier just below that. But in this case, I kind of decided to simply run a sleep system, a double bag system, which, as you can see, is quite bulky, and basically takes up the entire contents of some of my packs. So I figured I'd run it the same way as the Canadian Armed Forces video, which I'll link in the description. But basically what they have is a ginormous sleep system, double bag system, which they strap below their pack, and they kind of have the same principle, whereby the main pack is, you know, I'd call it a small pack, really, you know, but at least for what I'm used to, and but it's kind of the same principle as having, I don't know, a medium-sized Alice pack, an LK35, or in this case, a Molle 2 pack, and then having the sleep system basically hunkered down below this whole part here. And basically I wanted to replicate that, because I figured, you know what, I have a frame, I have the pack itself, and you know, I was glad that I basically had it stitched back. I had the this flap, the top flap, stitched back, because when I unstitched the snow collar from this, I basically damaged or basically took out the stitching from the top flap as well. So as you can see, another pack recycled and put back to use, which is kind of why I like to tinker around with packs like that. Also, I'm glad I didn't, you know, strip this down of all the webbing for Alice handles, just because I found cheaper options, and you know, they look legit, and I didn't have to basically tear this whole pack up apart, but retain its original features, basically all of them, minus the snow collar. But as you can see, in this pack I have a winter Italian Army double bag system, and it's probably not as bulky as the Canadian one, but it's, you know, it's there, you know, it's almost there. So all I can say is, sorry, I was trying to hunker it back down and clip it into place, but let me just put it like so. There you go. As you can see, this configuration is actually quite interesting, I'd say. And the thing is, lately I've been kind of looking at these medium to basically small-sized packs with the option of having a separate sleep system carried on externally, whether it be above or below. In most cases below, simply because the main pack kind of rides high on your back, and anything else you can hunker down below then is probably how most configurations are like that. But as I was saying, I'm kind of finding a purpose to this configuration, which I was never too fond of, to be perfectly honest. But in this case, it kind of looks pretty cool, and because, as I said, the sleep system takes up the entirety of some of my biggest packs, which is why I can't actually store it like so. I only pretty much put it inside of a pack to fill it up, but to give it some shape. But other than that, it's really just too big, because I can't fill it up with anything else in most cases. So having this option is basically why I decided to kind of make this system work, and have it like so, whereby I just have the sleep system carried and strapped down to the frame itself, because I went round, and this is just with the strapping present on the Molle 2 rucks, on the Molle 2 ruck, pardon me, and basically the strapping was plenty long, and it came all the way down and underneath this, and then I was able to basically just strap it like so. Let me see if I can do this quickly. Just put the phone down. And pardon me for that. There we go. Back to, you know, I was just using the actual strapping from the Molle 2 ruck, without actually needing any just separate straps. And as you can see, it kind of nests nicely onto the frame, as you can see right there. And yeah, I just ran the Molle 2 straps, which are attached, as you can see, to the pack. They start from down here, so I ran them through the frame itself. Whoa, there we go. Through the frame itself, and then back around, and then obviously the pack. This nice feature about this pack is also a little grab handle, which it already has. And so, what can I say, guys? This is a new frankenpack. I could still run the the sustainment pouches if I wanted to, as well, because all the webbing is still there in place for me to do so. And what I could do, I suppose, if I get another set of straps for the sleep system, is, considering this is quite a generous flap, as you can see, it comes over the top of this pack, and generously so. So I could still run a sleeping pad underneath here if I wanted to, and just and still use that as well as another tied out point for more gear. In that case, obviously a sleeping mat. But yeah, I guess this pack is the latest and possibly the final pack configuration. Just because I ran out of packs, guys, you know, and this is obviously all spare parts that came in handy, and were able to deliver something that looks like a pack system. And I gotta say, I kind of like it. I kind of like the mismatch of colors, just because on some packs it might look good to have the whole system in one solid color, which matches the color of the pack. But in other cases, you know, I don't think that's this whole system, considering I've got also just plain blocky olive green in the dry bag for the sleep system. You know, it kind of you know, I think it works. It kind of works, doesn't it? Yeah, it works. And you know, it's kind of growing on me. The more I look at it, it's like, yeah, you know, this could definitely work. And probably also because I hated this yoke. I absolutely hated it, and because I couldn't, you know, fit it to the frame that it was supposed to fit. Then I tried fitting it to an Alice frame. Then I had to mod it in order to fit it to an Alice frame. And it was just one of these never-ending stories. But now it finally fits to the frame, and you know, it's got its look. So what can I say, guys? I hope you enjoyed this project, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.